Hello, world. I'm back at it here, Alina at Xactimate Mastery, with our Tuesday Facebook Lives, and I'm super excited to be back. I think the last time I did one of these was back in May. Ooh, it's been a while. So I'm excited to talk to you about roof measurement reports, your options, what you can use, what you should use, maybe what you should not be using out there in the roof estimating world. So for anyone that works in roofing, you are wasting a ton of time. And maybe you're just getting into roofing, or maybe you have a rebuild company, but you don't do many roofs. And then when you do finally have to do one, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to repair this roof and I have to sketch it. And it's like, oh, it's like learning a whole nother, language almost, having to learn a sketch for roofs. It's vastly different than the interior sketch. But I have a workaround, and that's what I'm going to be talking about on the live here. And glad to be here with you. Like I said, let me go ahead and key up some screen shares that I have for you guys. Hang on one second. I just actually got a new computer, so it's going to be test out the computer skills of Alina night to see if I can get this up and running for us. So let's go ahead here. Now, for a few minutes, let's see here. Let me do this. All right. So, of course, the most obvious one is going to be your Eagle View report. Most people are very familiar with Eagle View. It's kind of like the gold standard in the estimating world right now, as far as, most insurance companies will accept an Eagle View report or even pull an Eagle View report themselves. So I'm not going to spend too much time. Everyone has probably seen these types of reports, but I do want to go down to the bottom here and point out that they have, all of the roof measurements lined out for you. That's why Eagle View is so great, is they really detail everything out for you. Whereas, maybe a quick measure from GAF, it's fine. It works great. You get your roof area, your facets and things. It's just not quite as detailed as your Eagle View. So there's just a sample of that if you're a GAF contractor. That's an option. And then your iRoofing report, that's another app that we have that will come up with the measurements for you. But, Eagle View is considered, by the insurance companies is just kind of the gold standard out there. The nice thing about Eagle View is you can import your Eagle View into Xactimate. Now, I know there's other services that do that. I'm going to talk about a couple of them, but I'm just going to start with the Eagle View. And the easiest thing you can do, again, if I had to sit and sketch this roof here, let me just show you the front elevation here, if we can get a look at it. Yeah, so, to sketch this roof, it's this one right here. It would take me probably, I'd have to have all the measurements dialed in and I could work off this report. It'd probably take me 20 minutes or so. But with the Eagle View or some of the other ones I'm going to talk about, you can just directly import it into Xactimate. So that's what I wanted to show tonight on this live, is how you can go ahead and import some of these reports. It's actually super simple. So let me go ahead and stop the screen there. So if you are new to this or to this channel, my name is Alina Wilson with Xactimate Mastery. I'm glad to see that we have some people on here this evening. Good to be back. Again, it's been since May that I've been here, so I'm happy to be back in the saddle and doing some fun things. And we're going to be doing this every Tuesday for the next probably 6 to 8 weeks. I'll be here with you every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, right here in this seat, talking at you. So let me go ahead and show you in Xactimate where you would go, because they've made it so much easier to import an Eagle View right now. It's amazing. You used to have to go through all these hoops in what was called version 28. They now have version X1 of Xactimate, and they've streamlined the process in X1. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a preview of what that would look like here. What you would need to do for to start the whole process, you're going to want to call Eagle View first. In fact, we have some instructions for you if you want to type down below. I don't know the word. I forgot. What's the word for tonight? We have a bot that'll respond to you if you type the word down below. What's tonight's secret word? Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot. I think it's report. Let's go with report. Report, if you type report down below, it'll send you the Eagle View import instructions. It's a step-by-step document for you guys that it'll send out. So type report down below. Let's see if it works. Wait, nope, the type won't work. You have to text it in. Guys, I'm a mess tonight. Hey, it's my first one since May. I'll get you that phone number that you can text into here in just a second. It's actually the one if you guys had gotten reminders from me to come to tonight's live, it would have texted you that you know the invite. So if you want to reply to that same text number, and I'll get it for you in just a second. That's this is totally live because I'm completely unprepared on that one, and I'll get that number over to you, and I'll probably put it down below for you. But for now, let's go ahead and start it. Let me show you the process of how to do that. So let's go to new project. So you'd have to start a new project, or if you have an existing one, you can actually use an existing one, but you have to have a project to start with. So if you're going to start a new one, that's fine. We'll just do an Eagle view here. And we'll just create the new project, fill out all of the information, of course, here for the customer, for the homeowner, or if you're dealing with a commercial property, just that name here. I'll put in my name, and we'll go ahead and just save and exit that. So we just need to fill out all of the property information, and then go ahead and go out of the project, go back, save and exit that project, and then come to the dashboard again. And you will be able to see, if you highlight a project on your dashboard, you will be able to go to the request data area here. So if it's not checked off on your list, you won't see that option. You have to check off the project on your dashboard, and then you can see request data pops up. So I can click there, and I can go to new order or previously ordered. So if you had ordered an Eagle View for this property and you just hadn't connected it to your Xactimate yet, you will go ahead and be able to pull that back into Xactimate now with the previously ordered. But we're going to start a new order. Also, you have roof measurement or property data. Property data is going to give you a exterior measurement report if it is available to you. So I can actually show you that. I actually have one here in just a second, but let's go with roof measurements, go to next. And then here's the tricky thing. Geomni roof, well, at least on my X1, Geomni roof is the default. So you do need to drop down and choose Eagle View as the provider. So that's one thing that's kind of, might trip you up, is you're just rocking and rolling thinking, I just need to, enter the information and go. No, you do need to choose the Eagle View as the provider so that you get the right report in here. And I don't even think if you send something to Geomni, you're going to get anything back as of right now. So don't use Geomni, use the Eagle View. Fill out the street and all that information. Claim number is good. They want the claim number, and then any notes you have, and then of course your pertinent information. And if I were to click OK here, it would go ahead and be ordered, so I'm not going to do that. But just to make sure your order goes out, after you finish that process, you want to go ahead and sync. So up here in the top right corner of Xactimate X1 dashboard, you've got the sync button, and I believe that will make sure it's pushed out to Eagle View and the order is placed. So if you're not seeing like a confirmation email that you've placed an order, I think you should get one of those from Eagle View. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm sure you will. And you can go ahead and push that out using the sync. Then when you get the email back from Eagle View saying, yes, we've gone ahead and received your report, and here it is, ready to go, you can go and sync again, and you'll pull in that Eagle View into your sketch of your estimate. So that's how all of that works. I kind of simplified a little bit of it, but you get, it's pretty simple and easy. Before we had to use these placeholders, and it was just really hard to do in version 28. So I'm glad they've really streamlined it, and you can pull previously ordered reports now too. So that's awesome. All right, so let's go in here and I'll show you some different types of reports. So you got your Eagle View. Now, one thing I want to know, and I'm gonna have to shoot an email over to Eagle View. The reason I used to love Eagle View reports was it had a little, let me show you, it had a caveat at the bottom, a little piece of verbiage that I loved, was that it would show us, let me get this up and running for you again. It would say there that with our waste for shingles, that these percentages right here were It says, note that only roof areas included in these waste calculations. Additional materials needed for Ridge Hip Valley. I just ordered an Eagle View the other day. It's been a couple weeks. I'd say like 2 weeks ago, and it did not have this verbiage anymore. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of that and see what's going on with that. Why that's been removed or edited, because this is one of my biggest helps in getting Ridge and Starter added to an estimate with an adjuster. Hey, Mr. Adjuster, even the gold standard of the industry says additional materials needed. So I don't know if I'm going to get to the bottom of that one. But we also have other types of reports out there, right? Eagle View is not the only one. We've got our hover. So Eagle View, you don't have to go out to the property. It's aerial measurements, it's aerial pictometry that they use to come up with the reports. And sometimes there's tree cover and you can't get a report. Hover, the flip side is you have to show up and take the pictures of the home. In fact, I have the pictures here, 8 pictures of the home. So you have to be on boots on the ground in order to get the hover report out. But trees aren't an issue, or any kind of coverage that's over the roof. Not an issue with a hover. They can just generate this report right off of your photos. So that's nice. And I think it's maybe a little bit less in price as well. This is a full exterior report, so this would be more expensive. It's one of the premiums. It's not just roof only. But what happens with hover, and what makes it almost even easier than Eagle View import, hover just gives you what's called an ESX file. They email it over to you, and you just drag and drop it into the dashboard of Xactimate, and that's how quick and easy that would happen. With the hover, though, it is going to be, I believe, its own project, so you drag and drop that in there. You don't need to create a project first. You just drag and drop the hover project in there, and then your sketch is populated, and you're all ready to go. The other thing about hover, and I hope this is still true, this report is probably a year and a half old, but it says something similar to the Eagle View about the waste percentages. And I'm just trying to find that for you real quick. It says something about the additional materials being needed for, that the waste doesn't include cutting in the valleys, the roof edges, or, the ridge or the starter should not be considered included in the field waste. And that should be right here. Additional square footage for hip, ridge, starter are not included in this waste factor, require additional materials. So they're not as explicit as the Eagle View report was, but they do say it on their report. So it's helpful. Some of the other reports that I've been hearing, they're more economically, just how much more cheaper in price. I'm just going to say it out. I don't need to sugarcoat it for you. There's a company called ACT Claims. I need to actually get with them and see what their pricing structure is. But one of our members of our training was like, hey, why aren't you talking about ACT Claims? They also give you a great report, and it's from anywhere from $15 to $30 for a roof, sometimes even cheaper than that. And so I need to do some more research on that as well. But that is able to be imported. They will also send you an ESX, and you don't have to go out to take the photos like you do with hover. Paul's asking, how accurate is hover? Quite accurate. It's up there. It's as accurate as Eagle View. So if you find Eagle View to be accurate, I would say hover is on the same level. I can't speak to this new ACT Claims software that people are using. It's not software. It's like an app that you have on your phone, and you can order the reports on phone or via your computer. So that is another option I'm going to be exploring as well. But none of us really should be hand sketching our roofs anymore, in my opinion, unless, you just cannot get the measurements from one of these services. There's so many services popping up there that's just like, why are you wasting your time? I don't know about you, but I'd rather be on a beach than sitting in my chair estimating in Xactimate. So there you have it. Now, let me get you that phone number that you'll need if you want to text in for the report. I misspoke earlier, guys. Don't type report down below like we used to. It's actually, you need to text in the word report to this number. I'm pulling up the number in my system really quick right now because I always forget it. And it's going to be 385-388-0954. So we've got 385. Let me post it as a banner real quick. It's already in there. So don't text waste. Hang on. Like I told you, flying by the seat of my pants tonight. Report. Here we go. So if you want those Eagle View report instructions, text this number, report, and my bot will send it to you. And also, it'll sign you up to get reminders of every Tuesday live that I'm going to be doing for the next 6 to 8 weeks. We've got a big announcement coming up very soon on one of my trainings that we offer, our most popular training, actually. I've recorded all of it into X1, and we're going to be releasing it early November. So I do these lives every week so that we can start to get you guys knowing that something new is going to show up on the horizon here at Xactimate Mastery. But anyways, if you want that report, the Eagle View instructions, how to import those step by step, you need to call their 800 number. That's on this sheet that you download. And then all the instructions step by step are there for you to go ahead and get that Eagle View imported. As far as Hover or this new ACT claims, you would need to reach out to them directly. I don't have really, well, Hover is easy. You just drag and drop, right? It's not, this Eagle View is a little bit more involved, but it will, also attach those Eagle View photos at the end of your report for you. I'm not sure if Hover does that. I haven't seen one in action yet. So anyhow, that is pretty much everything. Let me make sure there's not any questions in the chat. I don't see any comments. So thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate all of you guys. I'll be here next Tuesday with, oh wait, let me think. Am I off? What? No, I should. Yes, I will be here next Tuesday, October 5th, but then I will take a week off. I'm going to a retreat. Yay! Anyways, I will be here next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central. Come and visit me again on this page. And of course, if you text down below, we'll also send you reminders. So, yep, thanks, Josh. Thanks for being here. And I will see you guys next week. Take care. Have a great week in your business. We'll see ya.